All right. Okay, there we are. Going live. Hello and welcome to Talk About Strange. Thanks for joining us here this evening. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. Hearing some interference for some reason in my microphone. I don't know what's going on there. Huh. Very, very strange. Never had that before. Wonder if it's because I have the AC going over there. I hate to turn it off because this room was really hot. You guys will have to let me know. Where is my notification here? I should have gotten a notification so I can read the, hey, get back here. What's going on? I should be getting a notification so that I can go live here and read the comments. But for some reason, it's not doing it. What's happening here? Just bear with me while I work out these technical difficulties. Very strange. What's happening here? Sorry, guys. Bear with me. This is why I actually made a stop today, and I picked up a monitor that I'm going to try to hook up here. So an interface or monitor, an extra monitor that I can actually see the channel instead of trying to do this with the pad here, the iPad. This is really weird. Wait. Okay. Boom. There it is. Whew. Boy. That was rough. Hey, Jackie, Jeff, Jack Dorsey. Hello, Cabal. Hey, Derek. Okay, you guys must have got my message that I was running a little bit late. Sorry about that. And also, I got in here. We just got back. We were over at my daughter's house. I got a haircut, and we ended up watching a movie and visiting with the grandson and son-in-law, future son-in-law, and just having a good time. So we ended up watching a pretty good movie. So I didn't realize how late it was getting, and we took off, had to quick grab dinner and get back here. And so I figured I'd throw you guys a heads up and let you know that I was going to be running a little bit late. Then I get here, and my call-in phone is asking for me to update it. And it just seems like no matter what, there's always an update you got to do. Anyway, yeah. All right. Hello, Sherry. Sherry's with us. Jeff says, what is this? What do we miss? What Jeff? Hey, stranger. Let me see. With Derek. Hi. Hope you had a good anniversary. Yes, thank you so very much. We had a wonderful, wonderful day. First thing we did is we set out for this bakery that my wife found that it's a whole long story, but she knew I wanted to go there and get this. It's like an artisan olive, like literally like black olive and rosemary, olive oil, whatever, bread, and for sandwiches. And so we went there and for a loaf of bread and ended up with donuts and this it's called salty bread or salted bread. It's their staple bread. Good night. That stuff is just in a whole nother planet. I mean, that was so good. So we bought a loaf of that. And I mean, that's just, you can eat it on the way home. It's crazy. It almost reminds you a little bit of a pretzel with the salt on it, because it's got like chunks of salt on it, but it's like just a ooey gooey but crispy on the outside Italian bread or something, artisan bread. And geez, we got just a bunch of other things, homemade type stuff. I mean, it was really, really, really good. But we did that, and then we we just went to some shops, and then we went out to dinner, and just had a phenomenal day. So we had a great time. But thank you. Yeah, lots of fun, especially the bakery, right? But yeah, we had a good day. Lots of fun. Sherry says, hello, everyone. Hello, Sherry. Hi, all coming in. Jackie and I spent a few days at Oak Ridge, Oregon at the Sasquatch Summerfest. It was awesome. Shoot, I wish I'd gotten that picture transferred over. I would show everybody that picture that you sent in to me. Really, really cool. Great picture of you guys. I hope you had a great time. Looks like you were having a great time. Oh, look at that. The phone's done updating. There we go. That's good. Good to know. Jeff, I've seen that. Jeff, Jackie. Hey, Jeff, I had saved some French toast this morning. Saved you some French toast this morning? Okay. Oh, must have been an inside joke you guys had. A happy anniversary. Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate that. Green Mountain Droning. Hi, all. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Jeff, for the happy anniversary. Derek, sounds like what I have when I go to Greece. Rub it in, why don't you? Just rub it in. Oh, I mean, do they just have shops, street shops or whatever, or little delis everywhere in Greece that you can just go to and eat, like artisan breads and, pizzas and, oh, God. I want to go so bad. What a great time that would be. Jeff, Steve, your wife would have had a blast at Summerfest. Tell her that's where you're going next year. Laugh out loud. We should try to plan that. Is it the same time every year? It would be nice to plan it because I would really, really, really like to go. And I think she'd have a better time than even she knows, But yeah, that would be a riot. Jackie, when you didn't show, I tried to give it to Jeremiah, then Toby. The chipmunks ended up getting it. Chipmunks like French bread, huh? Nice. French toast. We had camped there at the festival. Nice. You camped up in the hill, didn't you? In the woods? Did you tent camp or did you have a camper? What'd you do? Were you glamping or camping? You need to all come out. It was a total blast. I bet it was. The festival might be different date, maybe September next year. So yeah, there you go. So that might work out even better for us, and I think we'll have more done on the house here, so we'll be a little bit more equipped for it. The construction jobs for me just keep rolling in and out. It's construction. You know how that goes. So, but I got a few more decent jobs I got to do, and then, oh, God willing, I'll be able to really dive back into the channel again here. So that's what I really want to do is get back. I got stories to share. People have sent me some wonderful stories that, God, I want to share them so bad. So when I went to the gorge, I told you I shared a story there. I just did not like the way it came out. I was editing it and watching it, and I don't know. I just wasn't happy with it. So I didn't think it did justice to the story, even though the scenery was beautiful. If I'd had better sound and a little better setup where I wasn't standing there, man, I was covered in sweating and it was just, I don't know. I just wanted to do it better. So I just didn't bother posting it, and I want to redo it. So I'm going to reshoot that video. I might even go out to Dutch Street or something where I go and maybe shoot it out there. And then I got some other stories that came in, and I got another good-sized story coming in that I was forewarned about. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be really cool. And, yeah, just keep on going. Let me see. You said up in the mountains above Oak Ridge. Wait, I did camp in the woods up the Sequana. I sent that pic of Jackie and I to the TAS phone. Oh, okay. It was French toast. Tina. Oh, okay. Up in the mountains above Oakers. That's where you said that. Nice. Very nice. How fun. How fun. Now, she won't do the tent camping, my wife, so don't count on that. But if we could get a camper or something up there, or just even if we rent a room someplace nearby, if they're not completely booked, do that. I got the. Let me see. Do you guys, by the way, do you guys hear that reverb I'm getting in this? Is anybody hearing that? You slept in your Toyota. Ah, nice. Nice. There you go. It's not glamping, right? I mean, why isn't this phone? Come on. Come on. Here, let's go. So I could turn the phone back on. It was at the festival. Let me see. I was at the festival, had my residents with me. Right. Yeah, Jackie, you told me about that one. No reverb on my end. All right, that's great. That's great. Because I'm hearing it in here, and I hate that. Go to home screen. Start what? I don't want to start anything. I just want to go to the home screen. Goodness gracious. All right, this came up. Messages. There's Jeff. See if I get that picture, Jeff. It's coming in. Huh. I hope it's going to get... Oh, there it is. All right, you guys want to see it? Hang tight. I'll bring it to you. I'm looking to see if you can see it in the camera. Maybe bring it a little bit closer. How was that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it there, right? That's not bad. Okay, what do we got here? Let me get caught up. No reverb. Annie, hello. Annie says hi there. Hi, Annie. Jackie, I do some, Steve, but it's not too bad. Let me see. I do some, Steve, but it's not too bad. What did I miss there, Jackie? You said you were at the festival with your residents. I said, that's awesome. Must have been a good time. I'm sure you had a good time, but maybe you're talking about the picture. Anyway, Jack Dorsey, no reverb. All right, good. Glad to hear that. Thank you. Tina P. I need to go camping. It's been a while. Absolutely. You know, everybody should go camping. What a great time. I mean, that's really living. Driftless. Hello, Driftless. Hi, all. I made it, but I'm at work, so just listening in. Okay, great. Great to have you. Jack Dorsey. Tree stump. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. What do you mean by tree stump? What did I miss there? Jackie, the reverb is what I was saying. I hear it, but but not too bad. Oh, okay. You do hear it some. Okay. Gotcha. I don't know what it's from. I have a feeling it's because I have the AC on, and I have to because I haven't had it on. And like I said, I got back late tonight, and this room was just when the sun sets on that side, it gets pretty warm in here. So I just have sweat. My earphones be filling up with water. We don't want that. All right. So we got the phone back on here. Does Jeff, Jeff or Jackie, but do one of you guys want to call in and tell us about the festival? I'm sure everybody would love to hear a lot more about the festival. The Reavers Way. So, all right. Thursday, while you were setting up for the festival, a tree stump was lit on fire mysteriously. Interesting. While you guys were setting up for the festival, or they were. Tree stump behind you. Oh, you like that? That is actually like a Native American type thing. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you guys can see that all right, but it's got a group of faces in there. Yeah, you guys can see that all right. Not great, but you can see it. Good eye. Yeah, it was a tree stump. You're right. Tree stump, it's a lamp, but it's like a Native American type deal. See, Jackie, call in, can't. I'm at work and working on dinner for these guys. Okay, so it's you, Jeff. And there he is. Okay, can you hear me, Jeff? You there? Okay, hang tight. We're going to have to, because I had to restart it. Okay.
Get the Bluetooth going.
There you are. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, phenomenal. Good. We're in good shape then. How's it going?
Okay. That's going great, man. I wish you could have been there for the Sasquatch Summer Festival.
Oh, man, me too. That must have been amazing. Real quick. Hello, Andy. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, that would be that would have been great. I would have had a great time. So tell me about it. What all happened? Who was there? What was the highlights?
Okay, well, we had some heavy hitters that were speaking. Mr. Ron Moorhead.
Oh, come on.
Anyone's ever heard of,
nice.
if anyone's ever heard of the Sierra Sounds, that's a compilation of Ron Moorhead and his people that went up to the Sierra camp where they hunted for many, many years. They compiled a bunch of audio recordings of the forest people making their sounds, and so he's quite notable for that. He's been in the Bigfoot world for many, many years, and it was an honor to have him there.
Yeah, I guess so. You're getting him on the show here, right?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I could talk to him about it. Maybe ask if he's, kind of getting up there in age, and I'm not sure how many interviews he does anymore. But yeah, I could try to get him on here.
Maybe just a call in or something. Just a call in and
yeah.
An introduction to say hello to everybody. It would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I did mention to the producers, Jill and Brett, the producers of A Flash of Beauty, Bigfoot Revealed. They have 2 documentaries out, and they were at the festival, and I mentioned that it would be cool if they wanted to call in sometime.
Yeah.
Because you had emailed them.
Yeah. We had talked a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, and then I talked to Tobe Johnson and Alicia Pfeiffer. They do some videos called what is it? Dang it, I got a blank here. Olympic Strange Days is their YouTube channel, and may have them get on and call sometime and talk about their stuff.
Nice.
And anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that I knew. There's a lot of people that I knew and I've met over the years, and 3 guys that came from Arizona that they have a YouTube channel called the Arizona 4. And we had a great time hanging out with those guys. We couldn't stop laughing. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there was another guest, Dr. Simeon Hine. He's a PhD. He was a professor in Washington State University. And I met him last year at a conference, and he was trying to show us or teach us how to do remote viewing.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's really cool. And then another guest was M.K. Davis. He's a guy that broke down the Patterson-Gimlin film. You know, the old 1967 old school.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Yeah. You may have seen it. I think it's the second most watched video on the planet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he spoke, and I'd heard him at a different conference before where he tried to debunk that film and couldn't do it.
Wow.
And so he's got a lot of really cool things to say, and yeah. So there were a few other people that were there, and Don Monroe. He's a 87-year-old tough son of a gun from Montana that's got a lot of experience. A former law enforcement officer named Rich Germeau. He's got a lot of crazy stuff that happened to him while he was on shift as a police officer up in Washington State. It's got a really great story.
I think he goes to the one that they have here in New York, right? That he's the one that was there alone or something, wasn't he? When he was out there, he had a sighting. I forget exactly how that went, what happened, but
I don't think it was New York. I mean, it was Washington State. I don't
Washington.
Think he's ever...
Okay, no, it was an officer here in New York. That's where that other one started, that they have the other convention. But that was a sheriff also. Okay. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm not sure.
I forget the entire story right now off the top of my head. I'm actually impressed by how many names you remember. But you were a postal office guy, so you probably remember names great, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm cheating. I'm looking at the Sasquatch Summer Festival website roster right now.
There you go. I mean, you're as smart as your phone or your computer, whatever you're using. So
yeah,
nice. Real quick, hold on. I want to say hello to Lumina came in, and let me see. We said hi to Sherry, Rhonda. Hello, Rhonda. Johnny. There was somebody else. Blue come in. Hello. Just wanted to quick say hello to all of them. Go ahead. You were saying, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. And then there was a gal named Christy Sanders. She's a Bigfoot researcher. She spoke. She's got some great things to talk about. We had Jill and Brett, the producers from The Flash of Beauty. They were there. I think I mentioned that. And then there's a director, producer, and writer, video filmmaker guy named Jason Kenzie. He came down from Canada for the second time.
Wow.
And Jackie might have to help me here, but I think his website is searchingforbigfoot.com, and he is a hoot. He is so funny.
Really? Nice.
Yeah. And then a guy named Dr. Robert Alley. He's written a few books, I think. He's been involved in this stuff for like 40 years. He's really super interesting guy to talk to. Let's see who else. And then, Ronnie Roseman is Priscilla's dad. Priscilla's the gal who put on the conference. And so Ronnie was running around talking to everybody. He's a hoot too. We had a gal named Tara Harris there, who was a psychic, and she was doing work with a lot of folks at the festival where they would go and she would do a reading on them. And I heard some great things about her readings that people had over the weekend, and she's really like the real deal.
Wow.
And then
how fun would that be?
I think I don't think I want to have a reading, but
you nervous, Jeff?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Yeah, but anyway.
Unless it's lottery numbers, right?
Yeah. You
only want to know the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, Well, Priscilla sold a bunch of raffle tickets. I didn't know this was going to happen, but they gave away a bunch of really cool items provided by some of the vendors, and then they also had $1,000 giveaway. So two separate tickets holders got $500 cash, and my buddy Sam Chandler was one of those guys.
Nice.
His I bought the tickets right before him. I bought 10 tickets, and then he bought 10 tickets after me, and his number was picked. So I should have let him buy the tickets first.
Go figure, right? Oh, wow.
Anyway.
Yeah, what are you going to do? So what kind of events?
Go ahead.
What kind of events? Like, did they do calls and some stuff like that? Competitions?
No, not. Well, they actually did bring some people on stage who wanted to do like their best Bigfoot yell scream call. There was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 people I think that did it, and they were all awesome.
Fun, right?
Yeah. So,
nice.
Yep, a lot of good times. But
nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm really tired. I need my own bed tonight.
Oh yeah, I bet. So just a lot of good lectures and just talks and just everybody getting along. Was there a lot of vendors and stuff there?
Yeah, there were a lot of vendors and a lot of people off to the side sharing stories and talking about stuff that's happened to them in the woods. And I will mention Jeremiah Byron. He's the host of Bigfoot Society podcast and YouTube channel. He was there from Iowa. Came all the way from Iowa, second time in a row. And this guy, if you ever listen to Bigfoot Society, Jeremiah is the king. He remembers every story that anyone ever told him. He knows more about Oregon and Bigfooting than I do.
Wow.
And yeah, he's just some
people are
treasure.
just a lockbox of information. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So Bigfoot Society on YouTube, he's putting out some incredible interviews. By the way, I'm on episode 720, I think it is. Anyway,
Jackie said night walk with Jason. He showed some possible habitat.
Oh yeah, Jason Kenzie, the filmmaker from Canada, took a group of people out in the dark, I guess, the night before, I think, and
oh wow,
he makes it really entertaining, and everyone, I guess, had a good time. I didn't do it. I went back to the woods. I tried to get back to the woods to the spot that my friend Sam and I were camping at before it got dark, and so so Sam and I camped 3 nights in a row in the woods together, and
nice.
I fell asleep right away. Sam said like every night something walked into our camp and walked right past his forerunner that he was sleeping in.
Oh boy!
And actually, two nights ago, he heard something walking up, and he had his back window down in his forerunner, and there was a full moon shining through the trees, and he said that something walked right behind his truck and blocked out all the light from the moon.
Whoa.
But nothing else that we remember happened. But it was,
right.
It was something. But
she also said there was over 70 vendors. That's a lot. But go ahead. You were saying what? Oh,
yeah, there was a lot. Yeah. Oak Ridge, Oregon. You just go any. Well, I probably shouldn't advertise it because I don't want people going up there. But it's a hot spot.
Right. Nice. And that's where they do the festival.
Yeah, right in Oak Ridge, Oregon. Just
wow, nice.
Little town of about 4,000 people. Where Eugene, Oregon is, University of Oregon is where in Eugene. If you go about 30-something miles east of about that of Eugene, you'll hit that little town, and if you keep going for like 123 miles, you'll end up in Klamath Falls, Oregon, way over there. So
wow,
yeah, it's a neat little town. There's a lot of rich heritage, Native American. A lot of battles took place there. A lot of history.
Wow.
That went on there, and it's Some of the guys I was talking to this morning before I came home were put up in these old houses or buildings. They're Airbnbs, and I think two or three different people in two or three different Airbnbs all said that those houses are haunted.
Oh,
They had paranormal stuff happen. All of them. They all said it. Yeah.
Jeff, we could have so much fun. We could have so much fun going to some of them. That would be a riot.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pack up I got a bunch of paranormal equipment just dying to be used. Still in the boxes, a lot of it. So, yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, we could spend a week just touring and recording. What a great time that would be. Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah. One of these days, my friend. One of these days. You know?
For sure.
So Jackie said, go ahead. What's that?
Well, I'll either have to make it out your way someday or you make it out my way.
One way or the other.
Both.
One way or the other. I know I want to get out at some point. I want to get out and hit the road and go visit some locations and do some interviews and meet people. And I'm really kind of hoping that if I can pull that off, I'm going to have you tag along for some of that stuff. So, especially if I can get out towards your way or whatever, we'll have you tag along and we'll just go out and have a lot of fun and meet a lot of interesting people. And I know there's a lot of people you could introduce me to because, you got a lot more connections with that than I do. So, it'd be nice to have somebody along with me that's got some experience with all that. But, most of my experiences come from you guys on the other side of this. And, I got out there a few times, but nothing like you have.
Well, that's how it works. And I think we should all support each other. And
amen.
Yeah. I'm noticing you have almost 42,000 subscribers. That's awesome.
The channel has really been growing very well, hasn't it? I mean, you've been here from the beginning. Quite a few of you that are on here right now have been with me from the very beginning, and it really is just phenomenal. But I think that's what happens when you got so many good people here in one place. People are attracted to that, and just some phenomenal stories. There's a lot going on out there on the internet right now. So I'm grateful for how well it's been going and how well, especially as hard as it's been for me to stay consistent. You got to survive. You got to keep the lights on. So that's been really a challenge and tough for me because it's not. This is where I want to be, but it's just what you got to do to get there. So, but it's growing and I think at some point it will reach a level that this is what I'll be doing full time. I really do believe that. So, and then
the thing is with you, Steve, is you're sincere. You're a very likable guy, and you're non-judgmental, and you allow a platform for people to get stuff off their chest, and that's it's a perfect formula. Even though you have your down times where you can't get involved with this for a few weeks at a time, you're not losing people because of that.
No, the loyalty's insane. Like from you guys, nobody gets mad about it. Everybody understands, and they're like, "We're here for you. Whatever you got to do, Steve." And it's just amazing. It really is. So thank you for that, Jeff. I appreciate those kind words. What you're saying, and it really means a lot to me. So
well,
you wouldn't think so if you read some of those comments.
Well, you're gonna get those no matter what.
Oh yeah. For some reason, that one video, the censored one, has been kind of what do you call it, trending or something, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that one, like a lot of people go on there and they watch that video, not knowing the other videos that I've done here and the other stories that I've shared. They just take that one. And instead of taking it with a grain of salt or checking the other videos, they're immediately, "What are you doing? Why are you talking like that? You shouldn't be saying these things, blah, blah, blah. You're just here for views." Yeah. Oh yeah. That's, or subscribers. Oh yeah. That's, yeah, sure. But, I finally did tell one of them, if you just took the time and got to watch some other videos and got to know me and the TAS family that we have here, you'd probably become a lifetime subscriber because you're getting the wrong impression from that. Just the first 5-10 minutes of that video, you're getting a wrong impression and you're thinking that's what it's all about. But like you were just saying, there's so much more to it. And from the beginning, it's always astonished me, you guys, how well we all get along. And again, somebody just said hello here from, where is it? Where was it?
Algonquin Park in Ontario.
From where? Did you see it? That comment?
Algonquin Park. Sherry Radway from Algonquin Park in Ontario.
Well, that's one. Yep, that's one.
Oh, okay.
But there was somebody here from another country here. I lost it. It's here. But again, I keep saying it. Oh, Sweden. that is John Nilsson. Is it Nilsson? I think it's Nilsson. It might be Nielsen, but I think it's Nilsson. Johnny Nilsson from Sweden. Hi, John. It's amazing. We're talking to people. We talk to people from all over the world. And when they subscribe here and they come on here, they stay. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see that comment now. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I've got a hankering for some chicken fried steak. Cabal 313 says that NK Davis is also the name of a small restaurant in San Antonio, Texas.
Yes. I seen that from Cabal. Yeah. Very, very good.
Funny.
Best chicken fried steak I've ever had. Wow. Yeah. And I love that too, but it is hard to find like really, really good. Nice. Yeah. Figgy's here as well, but yeah, Johnny says hello all. Oh man. Yeah. Very nice. Derek's from England. Right. There you go. So, it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing for me. And for me as a guy that's wanted to travel and see the world. And I still hope and pray that someday that'll happen. This is the next closest thing that I can come to where I'm reaching out and talking to people from all over the world. And it's just, it's amazing. Yeah. But, yeah, it's real good times. It's real good times and it's great. And thank you for mentioning the channel growth there. It really is. It's been doing very well. I'm really, really happy about it. So just keep on going, right?
Yeah. At the festival, I talked to a lot of people about your channel, and I mentioned the other Steve who had mentioned one of your stories and how that all worked and stuff. So I'm trying to get you going there, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Now, did you run into many people that was familiar with the channel?
There were a couple. There were a few.
Yeah.
But not everybody. But
there's more now.
I supported you by walking around a lot with a beer koozie in my hand.
Nice.
That says "Talk About Strange" with your logo.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And Jackie is the new owner of a beer koozie from Talk About Strange also.
Very nice. Very Very cool. Did you give her one or did you order one?
I gave her one.
Nice. There you go, Jackie. Use it proud. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. I really do. You've been a lot of help in getting the word out about the channel and that. And again, I think the more times, like, I think that the channel being mentioned on his channel did give quite a boost to the base here, the subscribers and the algorithm. So every time we do that, it helps the channel. So I mean, if we can get reach out to more, get connected with more of these other podcast shows or something, I'm surprised that none of them have actually even asked to do an interview with me or talk to me. But I think that's coming here in time. Just getting to know everybody and what everybody's about and stuff. I think in time I'll get to know a lot of them once I can dive into it. I'm not working construction all week and then trying to do the live show and trying to get a few shows in here and there. I think once it gets more steady, I'll be able to reach out to them and we can all start, coordinating and talking together. And I think that'll help a lot too. as far as growing and get to know everybody and in this world, because I do want to get to know a lot more people, like you do. You know, a lot of the people in this world, and so that I can talk with a little bit more knowledge about everything that's going on out there, and learn from it. So,
yeah, definitely, yeah. Anyway,
Jackie says I kept that koozie full for him.
Yeah,
there you go.
She yeah, she contributed to the cause.
Nice, very nice. I had a feeling. Let me see what Tina P says. I'm originally from San Antonio, now live in the woods in East Texas. Wow, very cool. Jackie said, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. No, Jackie's a very sweet lady. I was really happy to see her, and yeah, she's a great gal.
Awesome. Yeah, I can tell. You guys are buds. Buds for life. All right.
Yep.
Well, hey, Jeff, thanks for calling in. It was great to hear about that. I wanted to hear about that festival and stuff. So it was good to live vicariously through your stories.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I mentioned that somebody tried to burn the place down by lighting a stump on fire.
Okay, so what was that about?
Well, we were setting up, getting stuff set up on Thursday. I've been in Oak Ridge since Wednesday. I just got home a couple hours ago, but
Die hard.
And it was really warm. It was like, oh gosh, it was over 90 degrees today. But so Steve Davidson, the husband of the gal that is putting on the conference, that put on the conference, he and I and the guy named Monty were putting up some fencing stuff for, the parking area. And we started walking somewhere, and Steve looks over and is like, hey, is that supposed to be like that? And we looked over and this stump's on fire. And anyway, I sent you a video on your Talk About Strange phone. I sent you a text, and you can see the thing burning. And so we called the fire department, and they came and put it out. So I don't know. I heard that there was somebody parked by that little stump for a little while and messing around. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I think it was the competing city next to us that wanted to have a Bigfoot conference and tried to ruin ours. I don't know. Really?
Sounds like a competition. Really. I watched a show a while back here, Parks and Recreation, and I remember they had another one that, like, they're another city or town that they were competing with back and forth to try to sabotage each other. That was the first thing that came to mind when you said that. Can you imagine? That's funny. All right. What do we got here real quick here? Figgy says 35 watching, only 31 hit the like. Who forgot? Smash that like button. Thanks, Figgy. There you go. Clear string, brother. I asked what myself will become after I put Superman, Batman, and He-Man, Spider-Man, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Peter Parker, plus Sean. Wait, what is that? Shabam? I don't know. What do you get? I asked what myself will become after I put. I don't know. What would you become after you put them all together? I don't know. It seems like it's a riddle to me.
What is Clear String asking, like Chat GPT? What if you mix that all together? What do you get, or something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Or is it like a humanoid type of deal, or I'm not sure. Let me see. I have a story. Let me see. Pepper 88 wife Patria. I have a story I've lived with since I was 4. I'm now 60. Would be willing to share it. What I went through. If you want to know. There we go. So, Jackie, go ahead and put that number on there, and Pepper 88. I still got to get this number thing worked out so that I can keep it on the screen. I still haven't worked that out. Boy, I got to get on the ball.
Maybe you ought to have it posted on that wall behind you.
Right. Something like that. I got to come up with something. What'd Cabal say? Burning Stump sounds like the name of a cool. Oh, wait, it just jumped on me. A cool metal band. There you go. Burning Stump.
Maybe a hot metal band.
Yeah, hot metal band. You guys all get ready for a cool burning stump or whatever, hot metal stump, something like that. I don't know. Oh boy. So Blue
Well,
Lotus says
maybe
yes,
somebody
please.
thought. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Maybe somebody thought they were at Burning Man and got confused.
Something. Something. Boy, that's something else.
Well, how about I hop off, and if Clear String or Prepper 88 wants to call in, I'll leave the line open for
Yeah.
that person.
And by the way, Clear Strings did say chat GPT.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Taking a look
So
after my question.
I'd like to see what the picture looked like. What, Bigfoot or something when it was all said and done?
Yeah, I would like to know what it looked like too. But they said, and thank you guys for at least having a look after my question. There you go. All right. Yeah. We have to see what that looked like. All right, my friend. Well, very good.
I'll hop off and I'll be watching till the end.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you again soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Prepper, give us a call. Okay, Jeff just hung up. So 585-603-3033. That's the phone number that Jackie put up. She puts it up in pieces, otherwise it blocks it out. So I'll be waiting here to just dial the number 585-603-3033. Jackie, I call the number I put in. Carrie, question for anyone. I see clips posted of beings with yellow glowing eyes wearing black robes with hoods. Anyone answer that? Dogman or shapeshifter maybe? That's an interesting question. Anybody got any thoughts on that they want to share? That's from Carrie. Question to anyone. I see clips posted of beings with yellow glowing eyes wearing black robes with hoods. Anyone answer that? Dogman, shapeshifter maybe. What do you think? Lydia, oops, I missed so much. Just joining in. Hello, Lydia. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Yeah, we had quite a conversation. You just have to go back through and watch it. Right? Carrie. Oh, wait, here we go. I think we got that coming in. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, yourself?
I'm all right. It sounds a little robot-y on your end. But it might
Does
be
it?
my phone. I don't know.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Are you too
little bit.
close to your internet or what you're playing this on? It'll do that to you if you're too close to the screen. Or...
Well, no. I mean, I was on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I subscribed to you when you were talking about the Bigfoot story. I follow a guy called Steve Eisel. He's How to Hunt. He's a professional hunter guide guy.
Oh yeah, we all know Steve.
And yeah. I have a lot of respect for that man. But I had wrote him in my story, and I told him, I said I'm one of those. I don't really care if anybody believes me or not. I mean, there's people out there that are always going to make fun of you, no matter what level in life you are. But I share it because I found out that there's a lot of people out there that don't know if they were taken or not, and they do know that they experienced something. And I know firsthand because it happened in 1969. When you go through something like that, it's horrific on your life. It's absolutely horrifically heavy, especially if you deal with it alone. Okay. And then, and you guys, I mean, pretty much everybody in the world knows now when our government finally admitted that they've actually collected biologics from the spaceships, so they found a really professional, funny way to admit, yeah, okay, there's aliens,
right.
Whatever you want to call them.
Okay, so is that what you were talking about? You were abducted?
I don't know. It was in 1969, and I was only 4 years old.
Okay.
And all I remember everything vividly, but I remember that I was with my mom at my grandma and grandpa's in Hillsboro, Missouri. It's a really remote place back then. And my grandpa would always get up, and he would get something to eat and he would go back to bed. And, he never really went outside. But he would go to the kitchen and go to bed. I knew everybody's routine. I was little. I paid attention to everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there because my mom and dad had just split up. And so it was kind of a new environment. Okay. But so I didn't really want to go to sleep real easy. I'm 4 and I'm energetic and life is happening and I've got places to go and people to see. I didn't want to settle down. But so I laid there next to my mom in a twin bed for, oh my gosh, probably, I would think 2 hours. It still takes me an hour to go to sleep these days. But I was laying there and I was listening to everything. And there was times when it was so quiet you could have heard a needle fall on my grandma's carpet. And I heard the wind whistling through the window. I'll never forget what that sounded like. But all of a sudden I heard my grandma and grandpa's screen door to their porch open and shut. And the only thing between that and where me and my mom was a straight hallway that led to the kitchen, and then you turned left and went out to the porch. So you could hear it very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm 4. I don't know if you guys could imagine being 4 and hearing that. You're like, wait, everybody's in bed. What's this? I just kind of perked up. I didn't get scared. I really didn't live a fearful life. So all of a sudden I see these beings. I don't know how tall hallways were back then. And when you're little, everything looks ginormous.
Sure.
But I would, if I'm calm and level-headed about it, I would say at the very least, they were 6 foot. At the very least. Maybe a little over that, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
But really tall. They had to be, they were almost as tall as my uncle, and I think he was like 6'10".
Wow. Okay.
But they were all the same. There was no difference between them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Their skin looked like, it's going to depend on what the age is of the audience, if they'd remember the electric guy off a commercial a long time ago. But their skin kind of glowed or illuminated, not really glowed, but illuminated like a greenish. It wasn't like real powerful, but it was enough that I was like, now hindsight, I'm thinking, what the hell? I'm just looking at them and I'm thinking, what is this? Monsters are real. I mean,
Right.
They came in a perfect line to the bedroom. And 3 of them went on one side, and one went at the foot of the bed, and another one went on the right. There was like 5 of them. And they just surrounded the twin bed, and I couldn't get my mom. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream or nothing. And the only reason that I knew now at my age that it wasn't like sleep paralysis, because I never had that experience ever in my life before or after this happened. But that they held their arms over my body, like, kind of like, I'm telling you all these ideas and opinions are hindsight, okay? When I was little, I was just freaking out and just wanted them to go away and leave me the hell alone.
Real quick,
but,
before I miss it.
They held their arms over my body, like almost like if they could, I don't know what they were doing. I think, could they feel or see something or x-ray them or what?
Right.
They held their arms over my body.
Now,
And when they were doing that.
Can I ask you a couple questions? Just to get an image while you're telling us about it, explaining it. Did they look like, how many fingers did they have? Did you notice like how many fingers they had? Were they long, skinny? Somebody asked here, Clear Spring asked if they were transparent at all or translucent maybe.
It was like, there's people who say it looked like they were wearing suits, but no, I could tell that when they moved. I mean, I'm telling you, if they were wearing something on another body of theirs, it's something like we've never seen or known before.
Okay.
And I don't even think sci-fi could make it look that good. But you could move, like they moved and stuff, and you didn't see any abnormal wrinkles. And they had 4 long fingers and 1 thumb.
Okay.
And their fingers were long, like piano fingers.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And their eyes, a lot of these theatrical places, they make their eyes look all squinty, like they're evil and crap.
Right.
They didn't. Their eyes were like perfectly round and huge, like big black puppy dog eyes.
Okay. All right.
Now granted, to a 4-year-old, they looked really scary, but
sure.
But they were real big
bet.
and round and black. And then their chest or body were all slender, slinky, kind of like Slender Man. I guess my kids have shown me. I'm like, oh, okay, it looks like the aliens I've seen. Because they're like real slinky, almost like anorexic looking,
Right,
you know?
right.
And then I didn't really pay much attention to, like, I mean, obviously I didn't see from the hips down. I was 4 and I was laying down, couldn't move. And when they walked away, I mean, I didn't really either. But they only did this for, like, I would say probably about 2 or 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they walked back out of the hallway just like they came in, methodically. Like, it was weird
Interesting.
because I do remember their shoulders didn't move. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like when we walk, everybody has like that motion,
Swagger.
you know, and yeah, if you want to call it that, yeah. And even if you don't have that, you still naturally move. They didn't do that, and I don't remember their arms moving. Like, they just fluidly, just almost like if they were floating. They didn't make any physical motion other than when they came to that twin size bed.
Right.
And in case people are asking, because I can't see, their eyes were big, round, and black. They had like a little teeny tiny thing where it could have been a nose, I guess. I didn't hear any breathing. I didn't hear any noises. It was very clear to
No
my
hair.
mind that I
No,
wasn't.
probably no
No,
hair.
no,
Right?
zero. They were just slinky, smooth, green glowing, long things, and they had real small, thin, tiny lip lines, but I
Mm-hmm.
never seen their mouth open. And
Interesting.
their chin was pointy. Their heads weren't super elongated, but they were definitely a little bigger at the top. It wasn't nothing like what I've seen on pictures. I've seen a few that looked like them, but it's been really rare. And I'm always looking for that. You know, obviously you look for every validation you can find. But
Right.
I lived with them my whole life, and
Interesting.
and
Yeah.
I told my mom and my grandma, because the very next thing I know, I'm just waking up. So that's why I said I don't know if they took me and put me back, but I woke up, and the very first thing on my little mind was, hey, these things came in there, and they yada yada yada, 4-year-old ramble, and they were like, oh, you probably just heard Grandpa getting up. I'm thinking, no, Grandpa don't look like this. So, um,
I wonder how
but
many
anyway,
people. I wonder how many people go through it and repress it. Or forget
how
about
many
it, or
what?
people go through that, children, and repress it. Forget about it, like put it to the back of their mind, or repress it, or just think it was a dream. Or
I bet you there is. I don't know,
probably
but I'll
more.
tell you what.
Yeah.
I know it was 100% real, and it was a very scary thing. And I knew they weren't like. I get real upset when I hear people say, "Oh, there are angels," and no, God doesn't make you feel confusion, and God doesn't scare you. And I always hold everything to the Bible. If it was an angel, they would have said, "Do not fear. I'm from God." They would have been gentle and
Right.
kind. And no, they
Right.
didn't. That I know of, they did not harm me.
I was going to
No,
ask you, was you ever?
but
Do you remember whether or not you were sick before or after? And then I have another question here from
no.
Leah. Asked, question is the caller's blood type O negative, a trend in abductees I have noticed. Do you know your blood type?
Oh, no, I wasn't sick. And I mean, although, I was going through my dad and mom splitting up, I was not sick. And I had been abused by a woman for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while before I knew the difference between angels and bad things, I thought maybe it was angels trying to correct my body, but now
Well,
I know
that isn't
better.
what I was getting
But
at. I was wondering if they possibly healed you, or if the interaction caused any kind of negative effect. That's all. So, but yeah, thanks for
can
sharing
you say that
that.
again? You
I
roboted out on me.
I was wondering. I wasn't getting at if it was maybe a mental thing, or what you'd been gone through, but that could be possibly for healing too. I was wondering if there was a possibility they were healing you from some sort of a sickness, or learning from you, or if there's
No.
any adverse effects from them being there afterwards. Do you remember being nauseous or anything like that, or it was just fine, just normal?
I was just horrified and scared, but
Okay.
I felt worse when the adults in my life wouldn't listen to me. I felt real alone with it because I
Sure,
was telling them
sure,
the truth and I couldn't understand, why
sure.
won't you believe me? Why
Yeah.
won't? And it made me more scared because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, these things are out there, so that means they're not ready for it and they can't protect me from it because they don't even believe they're there. And so that makes you feel worse when you're little. Like,
Sure.
okay, thanks a lot, Well,
Yeah.
then by the time I was 21, I had drawn pictures and painted and all kinds of stuff. And I asked my mom in text, I said, hey, I have to ask you, I'm not mad. I'm just curious, why didn't you guys listen to me when I told you about that experience I had when I was 4 at grandma's with those alien things? And I didn't get an answer for a couple minutes. And she texted me back, and I saved all this. And I even sent her a picture I found later and asked her if this was what she's seen. But she said, Robin, I'm very sorry. She said, but I do remember that. And when you were talking about it and describing to Grandpa what they look like, it really kind of scared me because when I was 11, I drew a picture of what you were describing, and I didn't know how to talk to a 4-year-old about that.
Wow. Yeah.
And
that's
that
usually
just
the case.
left me with,
That's
yeah,
usually
and
the
that just
case
left
when,
me more questions.
right. That's usually the case with kids and parents is the adults are afraid to open up about it or talk about it for what it might do to the child. So thinking that
Yeah, I
they're
mean, she
helping them
said that. It
instead.
made me think, okay, well, they've been messing with my family for a while, apparently.
Wow. Yeah. 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 That,
For
yeah.
my mom to draw a picture
Yeah.
of them at 11 years old.
So
And
yeah.
she didn't know why. She did.
Yeah. Interesting. That sounds,
Yeah,
that
that
sounds
just kind of
familiar.
freaked me out more.
Sounds familiar to another story
So
that was
I'm
shared with
just
us
thinking
early on.
in the background, I do have a voice that's like, oh, you guys are just one great big ball of crazy. And then the government finally admits, okay, yeah, we pulled aliens out of spaceships. And I'm like, yeah, thanks a lot for lying all those years and making me think for the best parts of my life that I was a Looney Tune. So, but it just validated everything for me. And so
Right.
then, here I am. I think it was like, I don't know, I wasn't 60 yet when they admitted it. It was a couple years ago when they admitted it. But so my next step after they admitted it was to reevaluate everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that's the where I got to with it was because the only thing I know as a human being and the only thing I've been taught is that God is not confusion, Satan is, they can't be from God. No matter what they are or aren't, they're not from him. And that's really, for me, that's my truth. That's the only conclusion I've come to so far.
Right.
And, but yeah, I wanted to share that just because it helps me, but it also probably
Absolutely.
helps
Well,
other
again,
people.
here, give me a second here. So, Lydia, I got two things here. Lydia said again, please re-ask the question about the blood type. Did you say you were?
I'm A
negative?
positive.
A positive. Okay.
No, I'm A positive.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
My
Thank
mom
you.
is A positive too.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
And another one. Jeff Rohn wants me to tell you. He wrote, prepared. My mom teased me for years about my abduction stories until she admitted she saw 2 aliens at the foot of her bed as a child. That's Jeff Rohn. He's the one that was just on the call-in with me. He's had a lot of experiences as well. So there's a lot of people here on the channel have gone through similar stuff to what you're talking about right now. So there's a lot of validation
So them
out there.
coming in children's bedrooms is not unheard of. That's crazy.
I was telling you, there's another call or another story I shared early on. You'd have to go through some of the stories to find it, but that shared a story very similar, I'm sorry, to what you just explained. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I know that they're studying us. I don't know why or what for, but I mean, we all know they made a deal with Eisenhower. I think it was Eisenhower, wasn't it? Yeah, that was him. They made a deal with him that they would give us technology, and if they were allowed to do that, and even though they weren't really supposed to take us, I think that there's not really anything we could do. I'm telling everybody, I want everybody to know, I don't really believe that they care about humanity. I think they're studying us kind of like we study our animals. And granted, this is just my opinion, but if there's anybody who is continuously dealing with them, please be very careful, because I mean, if these guys, whatever they are, if they get mad and if they want to take us out, it already would have happened. Because you can't move, you can't cry, you can't scream, you can't do nothing if they don't want you to. They control everything.
Right.
And it's really creepy that they can do that. But they do it. And
but
just
you
like
weren't
Bigfoot,
hurt, so that's the important. I think an important thing is, if it's a study or what it is, or maybe it's a bloodline, it might go back hundreds of years. Who knows? But it's good that you weren't injured in any way. I just wanted to let you know that Shabam
Right.
there says,
Right. The only thing I ever
Shabam is
had
an
in my
O
whole life was
negative.
I never dreamed. And
Mhm.
dreamed like people say, oh, I dreamed I got drunk, couldn't find my car, or whatever. I
Mhm.
didn't do that. I had dreams that would happen, and they were always bad. And it started when I was 11 with my mom breaking her neck.
Okay.
I knew it ahead of time. I dreamed it. So I don't know if it's because of what they did, but it's been my whole life. And my daughter being mugged and left for dead in a yard,
Mhm.
things like that. I've always told them ahead of time. So I've validated that with them. And they'll actually ask me, have you had a dream lately? But they only happen about once or twice a year. So and I actually, because I've gotten older and I'm sick, I'm not going to be around for the longevity of life I would have been. Um, I am now anyway. Um, that was developed over smoking, which like stupid. But back when I started, it was good for you, and they
Right.
lied to us. But
Right.
but so I kind of had prayed for God to remove those dreams because I'm getting
Right.
too old and can't handle it because they get pretty bad and
Sure.
they're so real that I'll wake up losing my mind over it. So yeah, that's my story. It's really kind of
Well,
simple.
thank
There's
you.
no
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I'll tell
total
you what, I don't know
craziness.
if you've had a chance to go through and read some of the comments, but you've got a lot of support on here and a lot of people expressing things that they went through, like Cabal. It says he believes you and he's been through sleep paralysis hundreds of times. He knows what you're talking about. Never seen anything in the room, though, during those encounters. And I mean, there's another one that said Shabam. Is it Shabam? I believe. I hope I'm saying that right. Said it really does help. So sharing these things and just you got a lot of great support here on here for you. So, oh wow, I mean
Well,
they've
you
just
guys,
been
thank
blowing
you
it up.
because
So yeah,
you have no idea how good it feels to know that there's people out there who their love hasn't grown cold for other people.
yeah,
We
they
have to
do,
stick
they do.
together as a community. We really
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
We're going to need each other
yeah,
in the future really badly.
yeah,
And I hope people fight the division because we've really got to stick together. Things are going to get really, really, really creepy really,
yeah.
really soon.
Yep. Well, that's what they do
I
here
love
on
you
this
all. Thank
channel.
you for listening.
All right. Thanks. Thank you for sharing that with us. You take care of yourself now.
You too. Thanks for having me. Bye
All
bye.
right. Thanks. Bye. Wow. Wow, you guys. That was a great call, huh? Isn't that something? And thank you guys so very much for being so supportive on here, Grace me. Wahoo, I made it. Hey Steve, hey Grace, how you doing? Thanks for showing up. Boy, there's a bunch of hello. Anybody I missed you coming on. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. It's good to see you all. I was running a little late tonight, so you guys got to catch me here anyway. If you were running late, Shabam says thank you, ma'am. 3M. So yeah, you guys got a whole conversation. I'm never going to be able to catch up with it all. I've never been afraid of UFOs. Jackie says, how I'm afraid of the being in the dark. And Johnny says, thank you for your story. Semper Mom. Let me see. Wonder how many children who have had ET visitations later in life have Bigfoot dogman experiences. Yeah, there's another one that there's a lot of association between the ETs or UFOs and Bigfoot and orbs and Bigfoot. So it's interesting, isn't it? So science blaming abduction experiences on sleep paralysis is pure BS and a cop out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. I believe that. I'm here. Hello, everyone. Wait, where did I go? It just jumped. Semper. Did everybody say hello, Semper? Hello, Semper. Hello, Jeff. Hi, Semper. There we go. Yeah, everybody's saying hello. Blue. Very good. Yeah. So, what else we got? We did our hour show here, you guys. I don't know if anybody else had a quick call in, but I think we've had a great show here tonight, and we met some more new people, and had some great shares. It turned out probably a little better than I even expected it to. We enjoyed hearing about the Sasquatch Festival and from Jeff, and just really appreciate hearing the this abduction story. Wow, I mean, how interesting was that? So, boy, just trying to look through here, see if there's anything I can catch that I missed. I think that was from Prepper 88. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Boy, we got a shabam. By the way, bro, I can tell when it's satellite or when it's a UFO. Okay, all right. Sure. I mean, sure. But all right. Great night, you guys. A great conversation. Thank you all for joining me here again on your Sunday evening. I really appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. We got another little kind of heat wave coming in, so try and stay cool and safe out there. Drink a lot of water, and just have a great week. And I will see you back here next weekend, same time. Well, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if everything goes well. And if I get a chance this week, which I'm afraid I might not, but I'll try to see if I can share any of them this week, okay? But I know I got a pretty full schedule so far. But if I get any cancellations or any openings, I'll see if I can share a story with you guys. If not, as soon as I get caught up with these projects, then we'll get back and we'll have a whole bunch of stuff to share. So we got a lot of great stuff coming, all right? Anyway, thank you all so very much, every one of you. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your week. I'm going to take off now. And so that's a good night.